This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Thursday, the 18th day of April in the year 2019. Here's what we're tracking tonight. The ExxonMobil company and the Department of Energy today announced that the company has made a 13th oil discovery offshore Guyana at a Yellowtail-1 well. Yellowtail-1 represents the 5th discovery in the Turbot area, where ExxonMobil is evaluating its potential as an additional development hub. The head of the Department of Energy, Dr. Mark Bino, said the real substance of the oil finds will come when citizens are able to benefit directly or indirectly from the discoveries. The well encountered approximately 292 feet of high-quality bearing sandstone reservoir and was drilled to a depth of 18,445 feet. In February of this year, the Exxon company announced its 11th and 12th discoveries offshore Guyana at the Tilapia 1 and Haimara wells in the southwest section of the Stabroek Block. After complaining that the International Court of Justice did not have jurisdiction to hear the border case filed by Guyana, the government of Venezuela continues to not recognize the court. In a statement today, the Guyana Foreign Affairs Ministry announced that it has asked the court to move ahead with oral hearings at the earliest possible time to determine the court's jurisdiction over the case. Both Guyana and Venezuela were asked to submit written submissions about whether the court had jurisdiction over the matter. Guyana submitted its written memorial on jurisdiction on the 19th of November 2018. The Foreign Affairs Ministry said although the International Court of Justice fixed the 18th of April as the date for Venezuela to submit a counter-memorial on jurisdiction, Venezuela failed to make a submission on that date and indicated in a letter from its Foreign Affairs Minister that it had chosen not to do so. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Guyana said Guyana is confident that the court will agree that it has jurisdiction and then proceed to decide on the merits of Guyana's lawsuit. Guyana submitted the case to the court after the Secretary General of the United Nations determined that a dispute over the validity of the arbitral award and the resulting boundary must be decided by the court. That constitutes a sufficient jurisdictional basis for the court to proceed, the Foreign Affairs Ministry said. The government of Guyana says it regrets that Venezuela, notwithstanding its obligations under the Geneva Agreement and the Secretary General's decision to refer the matter to the court, has chosen not to participate in the case. Guyana has taken note of the Venezuelan Foreign Minister's recent tweet that at some point in the future, Venezuela will supply the court with information about the case to assist it in the exercise of its judicial functions. The Foreign Affairs Ministry said if that is the first step toward Venezuela's full participation in the case, Guyana welcomes it. At the same time, Guyana has reserved the right to object to any submission by Venezuela that violates the court's rules or is otherwise prejudicial. More news in a moment.
The future is green. Let's help you experience the future with easy financing for your business or home. Be it for solar energy, water treatment recycling, water filters, energy-saving appliances, or wind power projects. Enjoy competitive interest rates, fast approvals, and discounted lending services fees, low equity contribution, and flexible repayment. Visit us for details or go to www.gbtibank.com or email us at banking@gbtibank.com. GBTI, we see Guyana through your eyes.
One night, great vibes, nice time. It's the Big People Party again for Linden Town Week. On Thursday, April 25, you'll find out Big Man got luck. No luck. It's the official Big People Party with Super Ray one-man band, Buster one-man band, and DJ Akilo with all the throwback hits all night. Join Go Mosley at the Mackenzie Bandstand in Linden. One night, great vibes, nice time. It's the Big People Party, Big Man got luck. Thursday, April 25, compliments of Banks Bear. This is Banks Country.
Linden Town Week isn't just the biggest events, the best fets, the most action, cultural shows, exhibition, food, music, sports, and anything you can dream of. Linden Town Week 2019 begins from Saturday the 20th of April to Wednesday the 1st of May. For more information, contact the Linden Town Week Secretariat on 444-2200 or follow the Linden Maritime Council's Facebook page.
Hey, babe. Hello? Is Don me quite just done?
Buddy, you need to switch to GTT Fab 5.
Fab 5?
Activate the GTT Fab 5 plan today. For only 5,005, you get free unlimited calls to 4 of your closest family and friends, 5 gigs of data plus 250 text messages, and your Fab 5 friends can call you for free. GTT Fab 5.
Oh, yeah, I like the switch. Wicked Fab 5.
Welcome back. Opposition members Gail Teixeira and Adrian Anamaya have tendered their resignations from the National Assembly, in keeping with the High Court ruling that it is against the Constitution for holders of dual citizenship to be sitting in the National Assembly. Government Minister Dr. Rupert Rupner-Wright has also tendered his resignation. 3 other government ministers and another opposition member are expected to tender their resignations before the next sitting of Parliament, which is next week. At his press conference yesterday, opposition leader Bharat Jagdeo reminded that it was the government's case against the no-confidence motion that revived the issue of dual citizenship. Mr. Jagdeo said it is a shame to see someone like Gail Teixeira being forced to leave the National Assembly because she holds dual citizenship. The opposition leader assured that Teixeira will be relinquishing her Canadian citizenship and will be back on the party's candidates list for the next elections. Let's tell you now that the Ministry of Public Infrastructure is advising the general public to take all necessary precautions during the spring tides, which began yesterday and will run until April 22nd. In a statement, the ministry said the predicted tide indicates above normal levels for the period. The Sea and River Defense Department believes a number of areas could face possible flooding. Areas that could face possible flooding include the Pomeroon Riverbanks, Sans Souci to Sarah and Maria's Pleasure, the Meersburg Wakenham, Canefield Amsterdam, Endeavour Blenheim, Cane Garden, Lake One Island, Windsor Forest to the Willem, West Coast to Marara, Perica Market area, and Salem to Sparta on the east bank of Essequibo. In addition, Water Street, Georgetown, Chapman Grove, and Greenfield East Coast to Marara, along with Helena 1 and 2 Mahaica and Prospect Maiconi, could also see possible flooding. The highest tides are expected to be on Friday at 3:57 in the morning at a height of 3.27 meters, and on Saturday at 4:36 in the morning at a height of 3.25 meters. All persons residing along the banks of the rivers and low-lying coastal communities are advised to take all necessary precautions against possible flooding. Precautions should also be taken by all mariners, including those operating fishing vessels and larger vessels. The use of beaches and foreshore areas for recreational purposes during this period is also not advised. It's going to be a busy Easter weekend all across the country, especially for those who love kite flying. Kite vendors in the Regent and Cam Street areas are hoping for the last-minute rush, as they appear still to be in competition with the imported Chinese kites. Vendors and some other persons believe that persons should stick to tradition and support the local kite makers.
My name is Leroy King. I'll be selling on Regent and Camp. As you can see, we have some nice kites here, so going. Full Guyanese product.
How long have you been selling kites?
Well, without it, about 3 years now.
And how are the sales for this year?
Well, for now, things now start picking up because we're coming close to the Easter, so the things now going to start pick up.
I come out Saturday morning. It didn't so bright today, it isn't so bright again, but we know that it's going to pick up, right? Because it's Easter. Everybody like to know the cheer and have a kite to fly, right? And we have the Guyanese kite. We don't really, the Chinese kite is just a little show, but this is the deal with the Guyanese kite. We have kites ranging from 1,200 to 1,000 for past 4 or 5 years now, right? It didn't change. We have polythene, we have tail. It's gonna pick up, but you know Guyanese people like the last minute. They don't like to come and see 3-4 people at your stand, you fixing up your kite, and them like that. Them like to stand up and wait and watch you fix up a kite. Put on the frills, they loop everything, and then they're comfortable. The Guyanese people love that. Easter gonna be a good Easter this year. It's all money.
I've been making kites now for the past maybe 28 years, or maybe a little less. But this is my first day out here for this year, and nothing so far yet. Just a little here and there, but I'm not scared because this is how it normally happens. So we got cartoon kites here, the cartoon characters with the star point. We got the plain ones. We got the 18-inch star. 2-feet star. Going for 12,000.
Kites always pick up. Guyanese like late shopping. You know, so coming on to Easter then you're busy with, you know, maybe Saturday, Sunday, Monday itself, you know.
So what you want to tell all the families out there?
I want to come out, get a kite, bring out the kids, matter what going on, just let me enjoy myself. But look out for the wires, encourage the children to go in a wide open space like the seawall or some playground, you know. Yeah, and just enjoy yourself.
It's basically another holiday in Guyana, and it's a time that persons get together and enjoy themselves. It's just another significant holiday in Guyana that you find families and people get together and enjoy kite flying and the festivity, you know, in terms of they're going on the seawall and the park and fly their kite and enjoy themselves. So it's another enjoyable festivity for me in Guyana.
A number of companies are also hosting kite flying competitions at the various grounds in the city and across the country. The power company GPL is reminding persons to fly their kites away from power lines and in wide open spaces. Across the region is coming up next.
Guyana, this Easter Monday, April 22nd, everybody's going up to Giffland parking lot for the Corona Beer Easter Unity Fest, starring the Trini hitmaker and Chutney King, Ravi B.
Organized the whole country, we coming down. Remember, Ravi B, Beanie Man, live.
Shakti Strings and Team MMR. Tickets $2,500, VIP $10,000. Compliments of Corona Beer, Eldorado Rum, Giffland Mall, E-Networks, Mad 97.5 FM, Church's Chicken, and Urban Life Boutique.
Guyoil is a proud Guyanese-owned and Guyanese-operated company, serving our nation for over 42 years. All the profits remain in Guyana and are used for the development of our country. So when you buy fuel and lubricants from Guyoil, you are directly contributing to Guyana's economic development. Let's continue to build this nation together. Fuel up and drive with Super 95 from Guyoil.
Fuel it up and drive! Guyana, for the first time ever, two heavyweights in the music industry on one night, on one stage. Extra Beer presents Yardie Fete Dancehall and Soca Concert. Performing live, the youngest and hottest dancehall artist, Alkaline the Conqueror. Feel like my gang conquer the world now. And the hottest soca artist, Farmer Natty. You got me hooking me if you want me to. Get your tickets now for an affordable $3,000, stage front $15,000. Ticket location: White Castle Fish Shop, Gesture Size Boutique, Guinness Bar, Pleasant, Itel Food Shop, Durban Street, Fireside Grill and Chill, Buxton Gas Station, Dave Barker, Digicel Starbrook Bar, Colors Boutique, Westsiders Entertainment Center, Patsy's BPAT Food Court, Sousdike Junction, Extra Beer Location, Starbrook Market, Sweet Point Orange Walk, and HJ Radio Station. Yardie Fete live, Alkaline and Farmer Nappy Soca and Dance Hall Concert on Easter Saturday, 20th April 2019 at Guyana National Stadium. Come, Corona, Extra Beer, and Extra Energy Drink.
We are legions of men standing strong, but never too proud to stoop and help someone. We must send a clear signal to all. Do right. Walk in upright ways, knowing that's what being a man is all about. And ever aware that things will only get worse when good men do nothing. Stand strong. Be the one to live right.
Across the region right now, a Guatemalan presidential candidate has been arrested in the U.S. city of Miami on suspicion of conspiring to import cocaine into the United States. U.S. investigators say center-right candidate, 58-year-old Mario Estrada, was seeking more than $10 million from the Sinaloa cartel in exchange for helping the powerful Mexican criminal group to smuggle cocaine into the U.S. They say he was going to use the money to fund his presidential campaign. Elections will be held in Guatemala on the 16th of June. Mr. Estrada, who has run for president unsuccessfully 3 times before, is lagging behind in opinion polls, with less than 3% of those polls saying they would vote for him. In a radio interview earlier this month, he said that one of his priorities, if he were to be elected as president, would be to reform the police force. In Jamaica, the Bank of Jamaica is reporting that it sold a total of $40 million over the past 2 days to the foreign exchange market to help ease the fall in value of the Jamaican dollar against the US dollar. The Bank of Jamaica said $20 million was sold to authorized dealers in large cambios on Tuesday and Wednesday. The central bank says the interventions are intended to address temporary demand and supply imbalances that exist in the market. 2 days ago, the opposition raised concerns about the sharp devaluation of the Jamaican dollar. According to the opposition, the Jamaican dollar has fallen rapidly this month, moving from $125 to 1 on April 1st to $133 to 1 by April 16th. And finally tonight, international news. Nigeria's Chief Justice Walter Onnoghen has been convicted of falsely declaring his assets after failing to reveal the money he held in foreign bank accounts. The tribunal said he would have to forfeit the money in the 5 accounts. His suspension over the charges by President Buhari in January, weeks before the presidential election, caused a political storm. Mr. Buhari was accused of meddling with the judiciary in case the outcome of the election was challenged in court. The Code of Conduct Tribunal did not say how much money was in the 5 foreign accounts held by the Nigerian Chief Justice. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting and wishing you a happy Easter weekend.